Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We're in Hillcrest on University going over the 163 here, a little stretch that Caltrans simply refuses to put an actual bike lane on. And that's part of what this video is about. We have paint for the most part on University going through Hillcrest. A few spots have flex posts, a few spots have like a little more robust design, but for the most part it's a lot of paint and it's inconsistent. I am not out like, riding recreationally. I'm not touring today. I'm not doing dozens of miles. I'm running an errand. Like, I'm going down to the freaking credit union or something like that, right? Like, it's just, this is a normal ride people do, but we're left with this paint. And it comes and goes, and it's buffered, and it's not buffered, and it's green, but it's faded, and it drives me nuts all the time. And an argument I have made on this channel is that painted bike lanes are really not for people riding bikes. They're places where drivers can pull over and put their cars when they need to. Even if it's red, if a car breaks down, if a cop needs to pull somebody over, the paint allows drivers to access the space whether they're supposed to or not. As a matter of fact, this used to be green right here with these flex posts. They redesigned it and took away a green box in front of that car to the side of me. I never use it. I just use this. It's safer because it went from a design for me to nothing for me. So I don't use it anymore. But to demonstrate that this space is really just for drivers, something happens right up ahead over here. And the driver who goes into the bike lane is not the person I'm calling out, but I'm trying to stay in the lane here. There's a truck that's blocking it a little bit, but look, I'm going to cross this intersection, and that SUV driver is going to get over and cut this person off. This person, when they get cut off, they veer into the bike lane. I'm behind them. I'm cognizant of what's going on, but there's nothing there to stop a driver. And part of me is like, well, that driver shouldn't have been in the bike, lane. But they were avoiding getting hit by this SUV driver, and the only place for them to go is the bike lane. And I want to suggest that that's by design, because the people who design these roads are drivers, and they think that driver convenience is more important than bicyclist safety. Now the flex posts start up, but even still, those are not going to stop a driver who feels like they need to get out of the way of some other driver. And that's the problem with painted bike lanes. It's one of the problems with painted bike lanes. I didn't get hit, but if I were a little bit ahead, if I wasn't watching what was going on, by chance, and then after we get all that infrastructure, it just goes away. Which again is the story of San Diego, right? Like the story of bike lanes in America. A bike lane is great until it just goes away. It just ends. So here we are. And this Sharrow will go another bunch of blocks, and then we'll pick up bike lanes on other roads, but you have to stay on this, and there's the risk. We're going to think about that while we get off of this road, drive less, and ride a bike. Thanks.